What's up, pretty gang? Welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite nail tech, Peaches, back with another video. And I really wanted to show you guys how I went ahead and did this freestyle. I was literally supposed to upload this like the day that I did it, but honestly I haven't been, feeling that great and things like that, so I just been kind of resting up, so I had the energy to actually edit. So this is a freestyle, a Halloween freestyle, and I thought, you know what, they're gonna want to see this. Okay, so before we go ahead and get into it, you guys, you know what, I didn't even choose a subscriber. I apologize. I pretty much have to go to work as soon as this voiceover is done, so that's my bad. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, click the notification on. You don't want to miss out what else is coming, okay? Because the notification is off, you're not going to know when I'm on. Okay, so really quickly, the color that I'm using is called Obsessed. It's in the Glow collection, not polished. It's going to be under G02, something like that, okay? My liquid is Young Nails, and then the black glitter is custom made by myself. So that's pretty much everything I'm using, okay? I also want to go ahead and say this video is completely fast forwarded because a lot of the techniques and things that I'm doing, I already have videos of those. And also, like I said, I gotta get to work. Like, a bitch gotta work. So you know what I'm saying? We gotta work with the time given. But if you are interested in application videos, I have those on my channel, plenty of them for you to binge. And then the way I do this ombre, I call it like a reverse ombre, because honestly, I really don't know why I call it that. I just feel like the middle is pretty empty, and a traditional ombre is like, the color is pretty pigmented all the way through and through. So I don't know, that's what I call it. But I do have videos on my channel regarding that technique. Okay, so first things first, I'm probably not even gonna voice over the whole thing, but because like I said, I gotta go in literally like damn near 20 minutes, and this video is 25 minutes, so it's impossible. But here are my thoughts when I was doing this freestyle, right? So first things first, I don't usually get stumped during freestyles, but this one kind of stumped me. Like, I did spend a lot of time just kind of sitting, looking, thinking like, girl, get it together. Like, what the hell we supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? But I finally decided, like, at first I was thinking like, maybe I'll do spiderweb French tips. But then I'm like, I don't really want every figure to be the same. And then I thought about like, okay, well, how about we do some ombre? Then that kind of led me to, how about we do some spider webs on one or two fingers, which led me to, okay, I still want some French tip, but what I want to do. So my mind was kind of all over the place. So when you're doing freestyles and you're kind of unsure of what you want to do, kind of gravitate towards like a theme. In my head, I was like, I want black and nude. Boom. So that's what we did. And then I was like, I know I want them to glow. So boom, that's what we did, right? So I always kind of choose the colors first and then decide what do I want to do with these colors, because I feel like it's way less stressful. I personally really like freestyles. I know some people, it's kind of hard to be creative on the spot without like looking at pictures and stuff, because to me personally, a freestyle is like, it's not no inspo, not no pictures. We're just thinking on the fly, like, what do we want to do? So kind of once I laid the base down, I was like, okay, let's just do 2 plain, 3 ombre, so we can go ahead and get to starting. And then anything outside of that, I'm gonna go ahead and figure that out. Okay, so that's the first things first. So what I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys do is watch the application. We're only doing one hand, and it is fast forward, so I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and watch the application, and I'm gonna walk you through my thought process for the whole rest of the top. Okay, so I did not include shaping and filing just because that's something I always show on my channel as well. This one is simply for the fact so you guys can get how I work during a freestyle. Okay, so I knew I kind of wanted a spiderweb detail, and I was like, I want to stick with black and white, so I just went ahead and did the half nail spiderweb. You guys have probably seen this design before. I just did a tutorial on how to do it, so you can kind of check it's like one of the last 2 videos that I did. But I mean, honestly, you can kind of see from here, it's pretty easy. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, if you're doing a Halloween freestyle or something, or you don't know what to do, this right here, child, this is so doggone easy. You just have to like know how to use your brush and control the amount of what is this called, polish that you're using. Okay, so I was like, okay, boom, got that. Then I was like, do I want to draw a Scream, you know, ghost face dude? But then I was like, I really don't want to do that, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, okay, let's try and get something else. So I was like, okay, we'll do a spider web on that one, and then we'll go ahead and do a French tip on this one. So then I was like, but dang, I don't want just purely white French tip. And I don't know if I show it. I think I do show it on this one. I went ahead and used blooming gel to do like a little croc print. And I was like, okay, boom, we can work with that. Now, the problem is where I get stumped, which you might see me pause and thinking for a minute. Where I was getting stumped is the fact of what did I want to do with that other plain finger? Because then I thought like, okay, I want to go ahead and do like a full bling nail or like a lot of bling. But then I was like, dang, no, I don't. So I really was kind of thinking like, what do I do? Like right here, I was like, damn, what do I do? So I just decided to go ahead and top coat this nail because I kind of was stalling for time and just stalling the thinking in my head, like what else do I want to put together? Like I said, normally I don't have this much trouble with doing freestyles and things like that, but for whatever reason, I honestly just couldn't get it together, like in my brain to think. And I think I was telling her, I'm like, girl, you didn't got me stumped. Like normally I just don't be this stumped, but this time around, child, you didn't got me. So this is when I decided, okay, we're gonna do blooming gel, we're gonna do croc print, and then I'm gonna put some sort of, okay, look, here's the thing, right? I have these little snakes. Now to me, I'm so used to using bigger charms that I thought these snakes was honestly small, like very small. And when I went ahead and like put it against the nail, I was like, this is not the length I was going for, not the vibe. Okay, so that was out, right? Yeah, so I was like, okay, let's move on to the next thing. Now for this, I did not leave it like this. I can't remember if I show how I fixed it or whatever, but I wasn't feeling how it was looking like this. So I was like, you know what, it's kind of looking incomplete. It's not doing the job for me. So I went ahead and wiped it off and just kind of started again. Boop, just like that. It just wasn't the exact pattern I was going for. Like I didn't like how I placed it. So I went ahead and added more rows. So instead of like 3, I think I did 5, like smaller ones, and that gave me the effect that I was going for, which I really like. Okay, boom, and then I went ahead and did it like this. So at this point, I'm still thinking like, damn, still got a couple other nails. Like, what do I want to do, right? And I was thinking like, I knew I wanted to do some sort of bling. So I was like, okay, because you know, keep in mind my freestyles, I charge starting price is $120. So, you know, obviously you don't want to do something bootsy that's not worth the money. Like, you know, you want to give people their money's worth, but at the same time, you don't want to put everything into someone's like minimum budget type thing. I'm not saying her budget was $120, but I'm just saying like everything got to match up, because yes, it is from your brain and you want to put a lot of things together, but you don't want to overdo or underdo depending on the budget. So that's why I'm like, okay, let me think. So here we are. I'm stalling. I'm like, child, this really got me the hell stumped. So then that's when I thought, let me just go ahead and start on the bling, and we're just gonna go from there. Okay, so I knew, okay, look, I had these big ass spiders from last year, and I was like, I want to put one on. So I went ahead and decided to put the silver spider. Now, do y'all see those snakes on the side? I thought those snakes was the same size as the spider somehow. Clearly the hell they not. But like, I feel like my my view of what's small and what's big when it comes to charms and stuff is very skewed. Okay, but yeah, I had this chrome spider, so I was like, ooh, this would be a really good fit if I could put the glue in the right spot. And then I was thinking like, okay, I'll probably just bling out the other ones and then we'll call it good. But I was still thinking, like, what do I want to do for these 2 plain index fingers? Because I'm like, I don't want to leave them plain, that's whack. And I was like, I don't want to draw a scream, because I feel like that's kind of still, I don't want to say that's whack, but that's not what I was going for this particular set. So as you can see, right, watch when I go ahead and put this snake. Child, it took up the whole damn nail. I don't know. And these are the smallest snakes that I have. I have snakes bigger than this. And I don't know where in my head I was thinking like that was the size I was going for. It clearly was not. So I swapped it out and I put a cross charm on there. So I was like, okay, we're gonna do something different. So I went ahead and put a cross charm, which I really liked. And I felt like it just pulled it together. Okay. So that's pretty much what I went ahead and did for that. So I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and keep on with the bling and see what's going on, right? So that's what I was like. I don't know why I was so like really wanted to use these snakes. I think it's because I rarely ever use them. I'll probably use them on someone else for something else, maybe. I don't know, only time will tell. But then I was like, dang, so what am I gonna do? So yeah, I bought these little blings. As you guys can see, I'm pretty low on bling when it comes to SS like 7 to 9, child, and those get used the most, very much low. So I was like, okay, let me put these in there. So then I was like, ooh, maybe I could add red in there, but very quickly I realized, no, very much do not want to put red in there. Like, that's not at all what I was going for. So I went ahead and was like, okay, I got these little black blings that I don't use too often, but I do still have, and I do actually like using them when the time is right. And I felt like, you know what, the time is right, like this is the time. So hold on, 11:50, 30 minutes, 12, 20. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. I thought I was extra pressed for time. That just hit me straight up in the head. I was like, hold on, what time is it? Okay, so I went ahead and decided to do this type of bling. I couldn't tell you what design it is. It kind of is resembled in like a cross shape in a way. Now that I'm looking at it, that wasn't like the goal to like make it a cross or nothing, but I just felt like this really fit the whole design and aesthetic. Which when you're doing a freestyle, you might have a lot of ideas, you might have a lot of things you want to do, but realistically you gotta pick and choose like what actually goes together, what actually is gonna look good. And I feel like that's where some people kind of fall short, like when they're doing freestyles, is because maybe they have so many ideas, they're trying to put them all together in one, but realistically you gotta choose. Okay, if you want like something that's kind of like funky and out there, you kind of have to stick with stuff that kind of meets what that is supposed to look like, versus like, okay, if you want something that's kind of like this, very dark, but still somewhat girly in a sense, but you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, that's kind of hard to explain how to navigate that. You just kind of have to, over time and doing so many different things in your own personal style, that's what shows through a freestyle, right? A freestyle is basically your own personal style. Like, yeah, you might use like for instance, like obviously I didn't invent a French tip croc print, but the way I do it is going to showcase my style versus the way someone else does it. You see what I'm saying? So kind of play around and see like what do you like, what you don't like, all that type of stuff. So for the thumb, I was like, you know what, let's go and do like a really cute side piece. You know, something chunky on the side to really help everything stand out. This one wasn't cooperating, so by the end of it I was like, you know what, you want to be that way, you can go ahead and stay that way. I'm not even gonna fight you on it, and call it good. Okay, so now we still worrying about that one last finger because I don't want it to be plain. So as you can see, I went ahead and just repeated both of the designs on both of those fingers to really just tie it in and put it together. And I had these skulls, these ain't skulls, these skeleton hands that I had got last year, and I was like, you know what, this is gonna be perfect for this side. And then of course I just went ahead and put another spider in that spider web, and I called it good. You know, sometimes, although you want every finger to stand out and be different, sometimes it's okay to like have fingers be the same or do certain stuff. And he realized I was just really overthinking it, because like once you get done and you realize like, dang, this actually is cool, like this is exactly what, I don't want to say exactly what I would want it to be, because honestly I had no vision except for nude and black, and I did know I want some type of French tip, right? And this is what it came out to be. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this, I know this ain't no tutorial or nothing, but like I said, all the elements in this video you can find in different videos on my channel. So I encourage you to go ahead and watch those real time. But I hope like explaining my thought process and stuff could help some of you guys realize, like, you know what, you might just be overthinking it sometimes. And I know I do sometimes, and I really love freestyles, and I'm just like, I never want nobody's freestyles to look the same as a set I already did. So that'd be my main thing, you know what I'm saying? So here we are top coating, and the only thing is I wish I would have brought the black glitter up more, but you know, I still don't think it looks bad. But yeah, I wish I would have brought the glitter higher up so it's not so much clear space. I kind of underestimated the ombre that I did, but you know what, that's okay, it still looks good. A lot of people did compliment this set. My client absolutely loves the set because she was like, I'm curious to see what you're gonna do. And you know, typically I work with a lot of like brighter colors and things like that, so it was really nice to just do literally dark. So once again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you saw today. I'll have much more coming for you guys. I am stretching some of my content since I am going to be taking a couple days to myself to heal my neck and my back from work. But I mean, other than that, you feel me? We're here. We're going to be pumping out the content, okay? So once again, as always, I will see you guys in the next video.